Welcome back to Look Who's Talking.
Welcome back. Episode 4, Look Who's Talking. It's actually an extra special day here. ZB and I, the inception of this podcast maybe came from the fact that we are both some of the biggest basketball fans that you can possibly meet.
Humongous basketball fans, a love for the game. And guess what, people? It's the debut of NBA basketball. The 2019-2020 season is upon us, and we're watching the New Orleans Pelicans, Toronto Raptors in the third quarter right now, live.
Kid in a candy store, kid on Christmas Day, however you want to describe it. We're back. It's episode 4. Look Who's Talking. Thanks for being with us. Let's dive into a little bit of weekend recap. ZB, what did your married self get into this weekend in Austin, Texas?
Zach, not much to talk about here. A married weekend it was. The wife and I just had a lot of hanging out, enjoying the weather. Here's a little crazy story for you. We do like to go on some night walks. If you guys are familiar with the area in Austin, Hyde Park is where we reside, and going on a little night walk, and we're walking down the street, and there is a house, and in their backyard is live goats and chickens. I mean, we could not believe it. We could not believe it. My wife was amused. We were there for about an hour feeding these goats leaves from trees. It was incredible. What a story.
I know the wife is rocking the new iPhone 11. Did she take a picture or a video or anything?
Oh, portrait mode was in full activated. Come on, man. Come on. But yeah, it was a relaxed weekend. Watched some football, watched some sports, saw my Cardinals take down the Giants and MetLife. It was beautiful.
Love it.
But
nothing's cuter than a baby goat.
You gotta love the baby goats, man. Oh, it was beautiful. I love nature.
Me, I dived into this weekend, saw some friends of mine. Shout out Jay Watson, friend of the pod. Shout out Charles Snyder, friend of the pod. We dived into a little country music scene. Parker McCollum, you might know him, showed up to the concert. Little did I know that half the crowd would be 17 to 18-year-olds, high school kids, trying to pull out the fake ID, trying to get a cold Coors Light. I felt a little bit out of place. One of the few concerts, though, I enjoyed the opener more than I did the actual performer. Have you ever been to a concert where you actually liked the opener more than the performer themselves?
I went to Justin Bieber.
Oh, wow.
This was about 4 years ago. Justin Bieber in
Rewind
Dallas.
the clock.
In Dallas. With the wife now, girlfriend back then. And you know who opened? A man by the name of Post Malone. I enjoyed Post Malone a lot. I won't lie, I probably liked Bieber a little bit more, but wow, Post Malone, look at him rise the charts.
Wow, 4 years ago, call him Pre-Malone.
Pre-Malone, now Post Malone.
Love it.
Wow, how about that? Zach, we also tossed the Frisbee a little bit.
Oh, we did.
Producer Sam was not in attendance, but he'd be proud. We were tossing the Frisbee, played a little ultimate, just us two and our friend Austin Vandenberg just tossing. What do they call it? The rock? Or is there a phrase? Just the Frisbee?
Call it the disc.
The disc. I'm not well versed in the ultimate world.
We'll get you set up.
Yeah.
It was a good time. But let's dive in. Let's dive into recapping the weekend, Zach.
Love it. Little NFL action. If you saw it, not a lot of ups and downs, a little bit of the same, a little bit of monotony going on. It's kind of the middle of the season. People are starting to figure each other out. But I did see one bad man get after it. This guy's really starting to find his stride. Aaron Rodgers. Did you watch the game, ZB?
Didn't watch the game, but wow. Matt LaFleur. That man has a connection with Aaron Rodgers. It's a beautiful thing to see the two connect. Colin Cowherd made the comment. He has not seen Aaron Rodgers smile this much in his entire career. The guy's happier than ever.
Begs the question, Mike McCarthy, what was going on with those guys? And the jury is still out for me on what kind of guy Aaron Rodgers is. Is he a major front?
He's a cheesehead, man.
Other than being a cheesehead, is this guy a front runner? I hear about the stories, he's estranged from his family. It looks like a guy when things are going good, it's all good. It's all rainbows. It's all sunshine. When things are going bad, looks like the guy's pointing fingers. But guess what, Aaron? When you're pointing fingers, what is that? 3 are pointing right back at you, buddy. Right back at you. But no, to your point, ZB, I think you got a really happy marriage with LaFleur and Rodgers. You got Aaron Jones, a great asset, great little back. If you got him in your fantasy leagues, you're loving life right now. And then he's throwing to nobodies because that's what Aaron Rodgers does. He creates, as ZB would say, he creates jobs for people. So
yeah, completely creating jobs. What's beautiful about this Packers team is the involvement of the weapons next to him. Rodgers is getting everyone involved. Aaron Jones is really becoming the Aaron Jones that Matthew Berry loves, man. Matthew Berry, the fantasy football expert in ESPN, this guy had been rooting for him all last year, and no one could get behind him. Aaron Jones just continuing to put up duds. This year he's putting out some good games. Fantasy owners are happy. But there's guys like Alan Lazard that are coming out of nowhere. You got Marquez Valdez-Scantling becoming a legit number 2 weapon. Geronimo Allison, he is battling some injuries. He's stepping up as well in a nice spot. With Devontae Adams out, when Adams is in, that man is a legit number 1 option, a top 5, top 7 wide receiver in the league. And they also got a guy, Jamal Williams, as their second, third down back, who's producing as well. The offense is clicking on all cylinders. The offensive line looks great. The defense, I think, is the most important part about this Packers team, and that's what's been fun to watch, is a complete Packers team, which might make for a fun Super Bowl run for the Aaron Rodgers-led Packers.
Yeah. When do they get Devontae Adams back?
He's been questionable. I think they're hoping this week. He's dealing with a toe injury.
Turf toe,
so.
huh?
Yeah, turf toe. It can be it's kind of like shin splints. Let me tell you, I was dealing with that for a couple weeks. You can ask Zach that.
Gosh.
But man,
ask ZB's colleagues how long he milked the shin splints.
It's a tough injury. So I feel for you, Devontae. I feel for you.
Moving on to our next team. The country might be a little surprised by these guys. They made a few off-season splashes, if you will, a splash with the Cliff Kingsbury hire, the Kyler Murray draft pick. It's the Arizona Cardinals. It's ZB's backyard, close to home for him. What are you telling the listeners of Look Who's Talking about the Cardinals? What's going on with them?
Man, the Arizona Cardinals, they might change the name. They might keep the name, the Arizona Cardinals, but they might change the first letter of the Cardinals from a C to a K because people are loving Cliff Kingsbury. The man
that was a mouthful.
The man is a legend. He's might win himself in the Ring of Honor because we are 3-1 people, and Cardinals fans have never been happier. Last time we were this happy was seconds before the Steelers took the Super Bowl from us. So that was rough. But anyways, Kingsbury's really got this team. What I'm impressed about is how Kingsbury is changing his scheme a little bit to the NFL. He's kind of learning on the run and adjusting. Not being stubborn is a huge part of the coaching role. And he's definitely doing that. Kyler Murray is just playing terrific football, not turning the ball over, protecting the rock. The Cardinals actually are one of the best teams in the NFL when it comes to turnovers. I think we have 4 or 5 turnovers on the year, which is awesome. So love this team so far. They're competing.
For me, it's it's a little bit of indication with Kyler Murray. I think I've seen a little bit. I had my doubts about the guy being peewee size. Super low to the ground, mobile, looks like a little stocky little wrestler almost, but. I've seen the body of work, and the guys, from what I can see, it has what it takes to win football games, to put your team in position to win.
Yeah.
Small body of work at A&M and then at OU. You didn't see a lot of them. You didn't necessarily know. Like I said, the jury was still out a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But credit my guy Trent Dilfer. He said Kyler Murray, what he does better than ever. The guy has twitch. The guy has twitch. He's just He's a little bit quicker.
Yeah.
He's got a quick release. He's got that snap athleticism that other quarterbacks don't have, and it gives him a competitive advantage.
I like that.
What do you think about Kyler Murray having a little twitch?
The twitch, yeah. The twitch, maybe the juice. He's got it. I don't know what it is, but he's got it. You know who also said that? Trent Dilfer. That's Super Bowl champion Trent Dilfer right there. Come on now. The freaking Arizona Cardinals, man. I'm trying to hold my excitement, contain it. I'm hoping for a push, man. We're in a tough NFC West. Let me go off right now. The Arizona Cardinals, 3-1. It's a beautiful thing. If they can get to 8 wins and be 7-1, I don't know what the record would be. I'd be ecstatic, man. I freaking love this team. I'm going to the Valley of the Sun this Thursday with the wife to visit the family, and I cannot wait to see the Valley popping. They're excited about the Cardinals.
Oh, wow. Have you ever seen a guy so juiced up about a 3-1 football team?
Welcome to Arizona, my friend.
My God.
Welcome.
This guy's beaming on the couch. If you could be next to me, look who's talking. This guy is on fire. Love it. Let's move on to producer Sam's team. A lot of Texans. They love them. They'll tend to break your heart a little bit, but not this week. Not this week. It's the Dallas Cowboys, Dak Prescott, Zeke Elliott, and a bad man by the name of Amari Cooper. Producer Sam, what were your thoughts? Pure jubilation, I'm sure.
Love the jersey.
Rocking a 4 Dak Prescott jersey right now. The alternative jersey, so it's got the white with the blue sleeves, corners. Hopefully we'll break this out at
I
some
hope
point.
that gets him to Kirk Cousins level.
Let me tell you what a crucial, ZB, are you listening, Mr. Overby? What a crucial NFL victory does for you. It puts things in perspective. The things that were so small that seem like big deals, they no longer matter. Let me give you a little insight on my week. Wake up Tuesday morning, 4 a.m., have to go to L.A., travel to Denver, get back Saturday. Not a lot of rest, working, hustling, grinding. Doesn't matter. Not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. I'm fortunate enough to get tickets to the Chiefs-Broncos game. My first time seeing Mahomes play since college. What does the man do? Dislocates his kneecap first half.
Yikes.
I don't get to see him play. Is that a big deal?
Arm.
Is that a big deal? No, not a big deal. It's totally fine. Totally fine. My last wisdom tooth is growing in right now. Haven't seen a dentist in about a decade.
No.
That
Hurts
is
worse
true.
than
That
Joe
is true.
Theismann's broken leg. Is it a big deal? No, it's not. Not a big deal.
Why, Sam? Why?
What? A few more. Let me.
Okay.
A few more, Zach. A few more. Don't test me. I'll get into it. You know why. True story. Fact check this. Using a Q-tip the other day. Tip gets lost in the right ear. Till this day, haven't gotten it out. Don't know where it is.
Jesus.
I don't know if I need to get this looked at. Does it matter? No, it doesn't. None of this matters. You want to know why, Zach?
Why, Sam?
You want to know why?
Why, producer Sam?
Skip Bayless said it Monday morning. Zach, if you wanna join me in on this, you're more than welcome to this Tuesday evening. But how about them Cowboys? Woo! There is a big difference between 3-4 and 4-3. Zach, just like you know, there's a big difference between 0-3-1 and 3-3-1. The Cowboys are looking good. We are back in the playoff spot. We are back as Super Bowl almost teams. Looking forward to the rest of the season. My boys are back. Jerry and the boys, they are back in the NFC top list. Ezekiel Elliott and the rest of the restaurant. We're eating. We're going into the rest of the season looking good, feeling good. Dak Prescott looks like a franchise quarterback once again. Get rid of these Kirk Cousins comparisons.
Blasphemy. All right.
Thanks for the airtime, folks.
Producer Sam, as your brother-in-law, I consider my best friend. I can't even believe you right now. The lack of respect. I'm sorry about the ear. I'm sorry about the tooth, but oh my goodness. We're back. Is that what you have to say? We are back? Come on. Dak Prescott, average quarterback. And let me tell you, that Philadelphia Eagles secondary might be worse than if I put out my, freaking soon-to-be children out here. Come on. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, Amari Cooper was dicing those guys.
I mean, okay. Yeah, y'all won a big game. The Eagles suck. Carson Wentz is trash. Everyone on that team sucks. They're going to win 6 games and Doug Peterson's gone. The Dallas Cowboys are 8-8. Just wait. They will finish 8-8, and they'll freaking win the division at 8-8, actually, by 2 games. Watch.
And isn't that what the Cowboys do to you? If you're a passive Cowboys fan, if you're like producer Sam and you live for it, you love it, you die by them, you live by them, they just get it's like an emotional roller coaster, man. I'm not even sure.
It's like a second relationship. It's like a side chick that your wife's fine with. That's the best way to describe it.
Let me tell you, the hair's falling off your head. You're getting so stressed out. Other than that, you watch them on Sunday and you're feeling a type of joy that literally no other thing in the world can make you feel when your team's balling like that. But credit to those guys. Credit to Dak Prescott. Credit to Big Zeke Elliott juking the guy off the damn tube when you're watching on Sunday or whatever.
That truck, man.
Oh, my goodness.
Came in like a freaking bulldozer on that linebacker.
Yeah, Amari Cooper, the guy's a surgeon on the outside, best route runner in the league. Yeah, I said it. Someone fact check me on that.
Come on.
Who else runs a good route?
Write that down.
Let's move in. I mean, big win for them. Big win for them
Yeah.
in the driver's seat, like producer
Fair
Sam.
enough.
Which producer Sam, we just found out he's grinding through some stuff.
Oh,
Your tip something, lost
He's got to
something
find
in
the
his
juice
ear.
this week, Zach.
The tooth is coming in. Damn, what a grinder. But let's move into a little college football.
Oh, yeah.
Let's talk about a segment. Some teams that you might have forgotten about. Some teams that are sitting in the shadows. Some teams that are waiting to take their spot in the beloved college football playoff. Let's talk about our first team, the Baylor Bears, led by Matt Rule. What do you think about him, ZB?
Wow. Charlie Brewer, Lake Travis kid, right in our backyard here in Austin, Texas. The Baylor Bears, 7-0. They have not been tested up until this week, going to Oklahoma State, to Team Boone Pickens, and getting a big win by 3 touchdowns. I mean, the team looks great. Brewer is a perfect fit in that offense. He's not great, but if he's not turning the ball over, he's completing the short routes, and he's running the ball. The offense looks steady. But what's so great about this Baylor Bears team is the defense. What's a Big 12 defense like the Baylor Bears been in the Big 12 in a long time?
Tenacious. They're absolutely tenacious. This is an extremely well coached Matt Rule team. I said it. I've been saying it for literally 2 years, maybe since I got Matt Rule. The guy's an absolute stud. He does everything right. He's a guy's guy. He's a player's coach. He's one of those guys that you want on your sideline. I was hoping that he would take an NFL job. I was hoping he'd make the jump. I was hoping he'd leave. All that good stuff. I hate Baylor. I hate when they're good. I hated when they went on that streak with Bryles and RG3 and all this backlash about we didn't offer RG3, whatever you want to call it. Anyways, I'm a Texas fan. Call me out on it. But this Baylor team is playing really good. We can get into who have they played, who haven't they played. Not a great schedule thus far, but as EB alluded to, they just beat a really, talented, I guess is what you'd call them, Oklahoma State team. They had to go to their place, basically handed them their butts on a platter in the second half, got after them. Run a pro-style offense. The defense plays super hard.
Yep.
They got a lot of speed in the backfield. I'd have to quote my boy Colton Tucker on this, but I don't know their names. They're extremely fast. They're 2 running backs. ZB might know it, where some friends of the pod that are Baylor fans might know it. But anyway,
let us know.
They're
feisty program.
They're playing really good. They're undefeated. They've got a date with Texas later on. They've got a date with OU. Do you think they can squeak their way into the playoffs, ZB?
In one word, no. But do I think they can finish 10-2? Yeah, that's realistic right now.
And this is a team that was winless 2 seasons ago.
It is a realistic thing that we see the Baylor Bears go 10-2 with losses to OU and UT and finish 3rd in the Big 12. That is a realistic option. And honestly, I'm happy for the program. I'm happy for the students of Baylor. I'm happy for the city of Waco. Now you have something to root for more than Chip and Joanna.
Love it. Love me some, what's the show? House Hunters? No. Fixer Upper?
I watch it every night with my wife, so I should know this. But yeah, Fixer Upper. There you go.
Love it. Moving on to our next team. You've slept on them a little bit. You know the name. You might know the name of the head coach more than the university. It's PJ Fleck in the Minnesota
Golden Gophers.
Golden Gophers. There they are. Thanks for the fact check.
Freaking
Here
love
they
this
are.
program.
They're
man.
undefeated as well. What do you think about it?
I love this team. Here's why. Minnesota, this football program, PJ Fleck, perfect guy to run the team. A young dude that's putting in the Big Ten. Boring programs are constantly a thing in the Big Ten. Teams that are you look at the Iowas, the Michigan States. You're looking at these teams. All they do is they run run on the first down, run second down, run third down, and you're punting. You're hoping the defense can get a turnover, can get you a field goal. Minnesota's not doing that. They're putting up points. They just won a humongous game this past weekend. It was not against a tough opponent. They handed it to Indiana, but they come up with a big win. They score 47 on them. They haven't played anyone. The strength of schedule is not there. They're 7-0. However, the Minnesota Golden Gophers are bowl eligible. They're gonna be going in the bowl season. But what's impressive is just how they're 7-0 and they're taking care of the teams they should take care of. They've got some big tests ahead, Zach. They've got Penn State, they've got Iowa, and they've got Wisconsin. So we're gonna really see them in the next couple of weeks be battle tested. I'm excited to see how this team responds to that.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest with the listeners. Haven't seen the Golden Gophers play this year. I know PJ Fleck. I know PJ Fleck. I know PJ Fleck from his time. What is it? Western Michigan, Western Kentucky, wherever he was.
Yep.
The row the boat saying. Don't even know really what it means, but it was a cool catchphrase that they used there. I think it was something about sacrifice, energy.
Love that.
Alignment.
Tell me what's better than a motivational quote by a football coach.
I don't know.
Come on, man.
Makes me want to put my hand in the ground, really get after it. But love the Golden Gophers. Might love them more because of their mascot. I'm not sure. But let's move on to our other sleeper. This team. Oh gosh, they're in Dallas. Everyone slept on these guys. It's the SMU Ponies. These guys are playing really good football, surprising a lot of people.
Oh my goodness, you gotta love it. You gotta love another team from Texas that's really representing 7-0. Zach. Who's the gunslinger out at SMU right now?
You love him from his time as a freshman at Texas with Charlie Strong. A guy by the name of Sterling Gilbert was our OC. This guy could really dial it up. We were running a lot of verts. John Burt, Shaylin Bouchel, great connection. Could have been something at Texas. This guy Bouchel, man, a true leader, a true locker room guy. A true guy that can really put his hand in the dirt and get after it. This guy's got a great arm. He showed it off at Texas. He had one of the prettiest deep balls I've ever seen. I've watched Colt McCoy. I've watched Vince Young. I watched Sam Ellinger every Saturday. And Shane Bouchel, by golly, he's got a better deep ball.
That's a beauty.
He's got a better deep ball than Sam Ellinger. It's nice. SMU, they're playing really good. They've got a competent quarterback. Obviously, they're beating some teams that, you had the bout with Tulsa. You had the bout with Temple. They really showed up against Temple, really showed who they were.
Yeah.
A true surprise. They're up in Dallas. Do they have a chance at the college football playoff? I don't know. That's a little too early to say that.
It's possible they go undefeated. It is completely possible. You look at the schedule. They don't have any humongous games on the schedule. But is it going to be enough? That's really the question. If they go 12-0, is this program, you're going to look at a 12-0 SMU who hasn't really played a ton of teams, or are you going to look at I don't know, even a 11-1 Georgia or 10-2 Georgia?
Right.
If it gets to that point, right? But we're looking at a top-heavy college football field this year, and I think it's going to be tough for a team like an SMU to even if they're undefeated to squeeze in.
Look at this. You get SMU and Baylor playing in a major bowl game. Great for the state.
Amazing.
Yeah, great for
two 10-win plus teams. That aren't UT and Texas A&M? It's a beautiful thing. It really is.
Great for the state of Texas. Great for the recruiting landscape. You got to really get out there. You got to battle for those 4- and 5-star guys.
Gotta.
When SMU gets back on the scene, I mean, what was the last time? When did those guys? It was the death penalty. What?
That was the last time. The death penalty.
Yeah.
I don't know when that was, but that. We haven't seen SMU the same since.
They were competing.
The ponies are coming, though, Zach. The ponies are coming.
Love it. Let's move into, or actually, looking at producer Sam here. We're going to take a quick break. Let the listeners go get a drink of water, drink a Gatorade, whatever you're doing on this fine Tuesday evening. We'll see you guys.
Take a break, guys. Take a break.
Welcome back. Look Who's Talking, episode 4. Thanks for being with us. Moving into the second half of the pod here. God, happy to be here. Happy to talk about it. Happy to live it. Happy to breathe it. We're talking NBA basketball, maybe the best sport on the face of the earth. ZB, who's your team out there? What are you excited about looking into this 2020 season?
Gosh, I cannot wait for this season. Man. Parity is back. We're not looking at mega teams. We're looking at 2-star teams across the land, across the nation. It's a beautiful thing. It kind of feels like life is just in a good place, Zach. Who's my team? I'm from Arizona. I'm a Phoenix Suns fan.
Yeah, brutal.
Ooh, yeah, so my life is hard.
Moment of silence. Moment of silence. Amen.
Yeah, so it's not fun. It's not fun. Steve, and when I say Steve, I'm talking to Steve Nash. I miss you. I miss you so much. Anyways, I miss the Suns. I miss the 7 seconds or less. I miss the Steve Nash to Amari to Sean Marion, Quentin Richardson, Rajah Bell, Jason Richardson, Grant Hill, Pat Burke. Can we get the guy Pat Burke off the bench?
Barbosa,
Boris Diaw. Don't get me started, Zach. But
Skinny Boris.
Tim Thomas. Come on, Kurt Thomas. Oh man. Okay, yeah, we can keep going. But I love the Suns, love the team. Could never go away from my beloved Suns. But what do I see out of the Suns this year? A team that I just want to win 35 games. Just win 35. I need mediocre. I need to see competitiveness. I need to see you fighting out there. I need to see blood, sweat, and tears. I need to see a team that's come together and is growing as one. Let's get it going. But a beautiful thing. The theme of the Suns this year, Zach. You want to know what we're calling ourselves? The Valley Boys. With a Z on the end.
Okay.
Come on, the Valley Boys. They had a little pop up. Kelly Oubre had a little pop up shop this past Saturday. The whole team went. Fans were there. I don't know about the Valley Boys. Seems a little childish, but I love how it's bringing the team together. It's bringing the fans together. I see the Purple Palace coming back.
You gotta have something to rally around. You gotta have a nice little catchfphrase.
Yes.
Like the Valley Boys.
Yes. Hashtag's gonna start.
Like the Heatles. Or or some other good
ones.
The
Lake Show.
The Lake Show, if you will.
The Heatles. I've never heard that one, man. Is that you?
Yeah. Chris Bosh? What? Dwayne Wade?
I need to be better.
What? Come on, man.
I need to be better. Come on. What am I doing?
Back when the Heat were winning championships. You gotta love it. Pat Riley, great great run by those guys.
Zach, tell me about the Spurs.
Yeah, dude, I'm a big Spurs guy. Grew up Kerrville, Texas, backyard, San Antonio. Went to a lot of Spurs games as a kid. All I know are playoffs and championships. That's all I know. Until, as of recently, we lost he who must not be named. He took off on us. He made up a fake injury.
The Claw?
Yeah, call him the Claw. Call him the Terminator.
Put him on fire. Not a friend of the pod.
Yeah, this guy. Oh, I've got some choice words for this guy. Oh, man. The viewers could see my face. Anyways,
nicest guy in the business.
Anyways, well, the Spurs are good. We got a good young core. I'm excited to watch them. You get the young kid back. DeJounte Murray just locked him into a 4-year, $60 million deal. Great to see him sign that deal. We're betting on him. He went down with the ACL injury last year. He's healthy. We've got Derek White. Great job to the back office guys. This guy was, peewee size. Barely played Division I basketball. You got other guys coming back. LaMarcus, DeMar DeRozan, not a huge fan of him. We'll see what the future holds with him as a Spur, but excited to prove some people wrong. It's a really young team. Like I said, I think we might sneak into the playoffs just because we don't miss the playoffs, but we'll get into that a little bit later on. I don't know. You ever watch the Spurs play at all, ZB?
Oh, I watch them. I hate them, but we've got some rivalries from back in the day. Spurs fans claim them as not rivalries, but it's because there's cheating. That's why. David Stern, I'm coming for your neck.
Tim Duncan pigeon-toed bank shot.
My gosh,
top of the key.
The pigeon-toed bank shot in Phoenix in the Purple Palace.
Wow.
I mean. Yeah, my mom had me on suicide watch. I won't even lie.
a young ZB.
My first curse word came out after that shot.
Oh no!
And then Kobe Bryant hit one on the freaking elbow, a free throw line elbow, and that came the second curse word. So basketball has been some bad things to me. Zach.
Milestones in ZB's life. So let's get into a little bit of a little prediction. Who can see the future? Who can't? Let's talk about NBA MVP. We're in Game 1 of the season. We're watching it right now. It's the Pelicans. It's the Raptors. I could care less about both teams. No Zion. Who's your MVP, though? Who's your MVP across the league at the end when it's all said and done? Who's been playing the best basketball?
2 words. 2 words.
Hit me.
Revenge year! LeBron James. That's all I have to say. LeBron James, King LeBron, is coming back from the grave, quite literally. The injury. This man has had the most rest that he has ever had in his entire career. He hadn't played the last 10 games of the season. He didn't play in the playoffs. First time he had a championship run and since second year in the league. This guy is well rested and he's motivated. He's ready to take LA with Kawhi and Paul George coming to the Clippers. He's motivated to say, hey, this is my city. I came here to bring championships here. Anthony Davis is by my side. I have a competent front office, a good front head coach with Frank Vogel. We're ready to go.
Yeah.
LeBron James I think he's going to have a year where you're going to see him put up 26, 27. I think he averages 10 assists and 6 boards. I think he just has an absurd year. He plays 80 games out of the 82, sits a couple, but he's ready. He's a man on a mission. He wants to prove a point. He's not letting Kawhi, he's not letting Paul George come here and take staples from him.
Rested LeBron, like you said it best. Rested LeBron is a scary LeBron, and then you bring in this guy this guy's seeing red out there. I mean, wow.
Mm.
Rested legs. He's pissed off. He's getting after you. I like the pick. I think you alluded to a lot of really good things about what LeBron's going to be able to do. I don't know. Maybe the guy is getting a little bit old. Father Time's undefeated. No one's defeated the father of time. So, anyways, I just got really repetitive there. So, listeners, I'm sorry. But LeBron's well rested. He's going to get after it. I'm going to go opposite. I'm going to go Kawhi Leonard. He who must not be named.
Yeah, I was about to say, man. Wow.
I think this guy finally, he's in a bigger market. The nation, the United States of America, they know who this man is now. When he was a Spur, I think he was in a little bit of the shadows. But the way this guy plays on both sides of the ball is something I have never seen before. He will truly, for a guy to be able to take over, truly lock in and stop the other team's best player, it's valuable. I think the nation will notice that. I think the voters will notice that, and I think he's going to have a really, really good season.
Yeah.
Playing for the Clippers and being in a large market, and everybody, basically having a viewpoint of him. But anyways,
what worries me about that, I like the pick. I think Kawhi's a stud. Is load management. What's that going to look like in the regular season? Is Kawhi one of the best players in the NBA? No question. But are they gonna kind of slide by the regular season and let it go and then just trust themselves once the playoffs come? Maybe. If not, this man definitely could win MVP. But what a 180 by Zach Overby right there.
Yeah. That's kind of weird for the listeners, but yeah, I agree. The load management is kind of a weird topic coming into the league. I think it's now a thing where in the past you had really smart coaches kind of do the load management and kind of, they're gearing up for the playoffs. They're not worried about these regular season matchups, and now it's a trend amongst the NBA. There might be a problem with season ticket holders or people that are, trying to see these games. But anyways, I think Kawhi's only projected to play 65 games this year, so ZB could have a point. Let's get into our next prediction. Who hangs the banner at the end of the year? Who's a champion? Who lets the confetti fall? Who do you got, CB?
Who picks up the Larry O'Brien and lifts it up? This is a tough one. Honestly, there's not one team. There's not one team this year that everyone's sold on, which makes this league so much fun. # this league. You gotta love it. On the East, you got the Philadelphia 76ers. You got the Milwaukee Bucks. You cannot sleep on those teams. In the West, I see the contenders being the two LA teams, the Lakers and the Clippers. And my sneaky team, honestly, is the Houston Rockets. I think they could put it together. So I think who's going to rip down the Nets? I'm going with LeBron James. Don't doubt the man. It's the revenge year. I said it.
Yeah,
and he's going to win the MVP. He's going to win the NBA championship. Anthony Davis is going to win the finals MVP. And the Lakers are going to rip down the Nets. They're going to beat the Philadelphia 76ers in 6 games in Philly. It's going to be beautiful. I cannot wait to see LeBron James win one in a Lakers jersey.
Wow. That's it. Great pick. I mean, a full sweep for LeBron in LA. He's doing a shimmy there. He's doing a little shimmy, CB. CB likes that pick. LA, let's grind. I'm going to go opposite you here. You've got the 76ers coming out of the East. I got the Milwaukee Bucks, led by the Greek Freak. I think they're hanging their first banner in a long time. Have they won a championship? I don't know. We'd have to someone fact check us on that.
With Kareem back in the day?
Who knows? But I think this team, they have the easiest walk to the finals. They've got to get through, as you alluded to, a really tough 76ers team. But I'm just not sold on them. I don't know who the best player is on that team. Is it Joel Embiid? Are you guys playing inside out? Is it Ben Simmons? This guy can't shoot it.
Shooting's a problem. Tobias Harris is going to have to step up.
Yeah, you lose your most dynamic player in Jimmy Butler, and he's on a non-factor Miami.
JJ Redick gone. Big loss, I think, as well.
So I just don't know. I think they had to get rid of a couple of those pieces to get better, but I really, really love this Bucks team, man. I love Giannis. I think he was working on the jumper in the offseason. Yeah. Hopefully, he becomes unstoppable if he hits those threes, if he can develop a little bit of space between him and his defender, because I think, last playoffs, people just kind of stacked the lane against him.
You saw Boston do that a little bit.
Yeah.
It was an issue.
Yeah, he kind of figured him out, but he's got to be able to stretch the floor. He's got to be able to knock down those threes and those long-range jump shots, or you're not going anywhere. But I got faith in the guy. I think he's been in the gym. I think he's been working on it.
Zach, when you say banner, are you talking about Eastern Conference banner, or are you going NBA championship banner?
This is the final.
Wow.
The Milwaukee Bucks.
You know, there's a whole nother conference, the Western Conference, that you can choose from.
No,
You're not limited. You're not limited to just the Eastern Conference,
that's what
my
I'm
friend.
saying, man. That's what I'm saying.
Wow.
I think these guys, I think
Okay.
they come in just because the West, like producer Sam said, the West is deep.
The year of Giannis.
The West is really deep. These teams are going to beat up on each other like in times past.
Yeah.
An LA team catches a Spurs team or a Houston team, as you alluded to.
You bring up a good point. The Western Conference playoffs could be one of those things where it's just so competitive, and even the 1 to 8 seed is competitive enough where by the time a team gets to the finals, Philadelphia will really just have like the 76ers to contend with in that third series. Yeah,
it's a two-team
it would
league
be interesting.
in the East.
I mean,
it's Philly and Milwaukee.
Yeah.
You got B plus Boston. They're not going anywhere.
That's about it.
Yikes.
4-year, 115 for Jaylen Brown. What are you doing, Danny Ainge?
Bad contract.
Worst contract in the league?
Yes. I
Maybe,
don't know. There's
honestly.
probably some. Yeah, we might need
Chris
to.
Paul might be the worst, but
We might need to look. I know Luau.
it's up there. It's top 5. It's top 5. Luau Deng might be
He's
making
still
money
cashing
still.
checks. Still cashing checks. I know.
Can I get that job?
Yikes. Let's move into a sleeper pick. CB, you got a sleeper pick? Who's being slept on out there?
Who is being slept on? Man, when we're talking about players, who's being slept on?
Player, team.
Anything?
Yeah.
Slept on team. Okay, I'll give you both. All right, so slept on team. Slept on team is Denver Nuggets, 100%. This team is loaded. They're stacked. We saw them go to the Western Conference Finals last year. I think they actually, you'll see later, I think they finish in the 1 seed again in the Western Conference Finals.
Oh, God, please.
I think they're loaded. I also think that they're going to get a big addition. I think they're going to make a play for Bradley Beal at the deadline. Do something with a package of Gary Harris and picks and Malik Beasley, maybe throw in Michael Porter and get Brad Beal. You put Brad Beal next to Jamal Murray. You got Jokic in the center with Paul Millsap stretching the floor and Torrey Craig locking down the top wing on the other team. I think this team's dangerous, but I think they are 1 trade away. I do think, though, they're being completely slept on with the LA teams in the West. You got Houston with Russell and James Harden. I think Denver's loaded. I think they're deep, and I think they're loaded. They got some interesting guys on the team, Zach.
Yeah, I can agree with you. I think they're. What I like about what you said is they're 1 piece away.
Yeah.
They don't have that dude. I know Jamal Murray and the Joker both especially the Joker, a once in a generation talent. Jamal Murray, a really, really good player, but you need that dude to get you into the upper echelon, and I don't think they have that. So a really good sleeper team, though. They could make a splash. Mine's easy. They're always slept on. The San Antonio Spurs. They're in your backyard, people. They might just mess around, get to the championship. I don't know. Get to the conference championship. No, I think we might sneak into the playoffs. Don't forget, we lost to that Denver team by one bucket last year because LaMarcus and DeMar couldn't pull their head out of their ass. So,
hate to see leaders crumble.
Speaking of that dude, we just don't have that dude. LaMarcus is who you thought was going to be that guy. You lose Kawhi, who is obviously the Terminator, the robot. He's that guy for you. And now, you don't have someone you can just throw the ball to, get a bucket. We're missing that guy. So Spurs as a sleeper team. Let's move into a little quick segment here. If you're a follower of the league, if you love NBA basketball, it's hashtag this league, man. The storylines that come out of this league, the madness that comes out of this league. I mean, NBA Twitter is one of the best kinds of Twitter. Shout out my boy Grant Hatzman. That guy lives on NBA Twitter. He loves it. But anyways, hashtag this league. Let's get into it, man. Who's going to make a dumb tweet? Who's going to be caught? Who's going to be caught in the headlines saying something stupid, Z?
Oh, man. It happens every year. We saw it a couple years ago with Eric Bledsoe, my Phoenix Suns. He just simply tweets, "I don't want to be here," and then says he was in a barber shop and that this man was getting a haircut and said, "I don't want to be here." Don't lie to me, Eric. You don't want to be in Phoenix. It's fine. We'll ship you out. 24 hours later, he's gone. He gone. Who's going to do it this year, though, Zach? It's an interesting question, and I really hope, I am praying that it is not a repeat of the Phoenix Suns and my boy Devin Booker.
Could be D-Book.
The man is 23, 24. He's hitting his prime. He's an extremely talented player, someone that is being slept on. ESPN ranked him 30th best player in the NBA. I think that's a good ranking for him. But, I mean, he averaged about 26 a game last year. He shot 50 from the field, right around 38 from 3, shot 87 from the free throw line. The dude does it from all levels. He also averaged 6 assists a game with 5 boards. I mean, I'm a Devin Booker fanatic, as you can see. Wow. I love this guy. I think he's clutch. I think this Monty Williams coming in is going to help him. But if things go downward, Zach, Devin Booker might be sending out some tweets saying, I'm going to jump off Camelback Mountain if you don't trade me. And
late night Twitter action.
Bye. There you go.
Think about D-Book. I saw it come out in the offseason. This guy doesn't like double teams in pickup games. What kind of soft?
I'm going to back my man up.
What kind of
Who
soft?
double teams in pickup? Man to man.
You play to win the game.
Joakim Noah over here. Come on, man. What you talking about?
Dude, you can double team in a pickup game.
Oh, my gosh.
Goodness. D-Book, soft as baby. But. Louise. Anyways, who gets put on a poster? Let's talk about who gets put on a poster.
Who does?
It's the best time in the league. You know, people are going to block shots. Jared Allen, Miles Turner.
Your UT boys love doing that.
Oh, they love getting after it. But you get
Jackson Hayes?
Don't sleep on Jackson Hayes.
Zach, give me your pick. Who's the guy? Who's getting on the poster and who's creating the poster?
Dude, I know. I like my guy. I'm looking at him right now, Siakam. He might dunk on somebody. He might dunk on somebody.
Man has 26, 14, and 8 today. After the big contract?
Love that guy.
Okay.
No, I think you might see the year of LeBron, as you were alluding to. I think he catches a body this year. Who knows?
Body bags coming out again.
I don't know. You might get I mean, Kirk Cousins, friend of the pod. He put Zach Brown in a body bag. LeBron's the next up. Anyways, he's gonna catch somebody on a poster. I think Jared Allen, Miles Turner, those guys, they love to block shots. They might get caught on one. Yeah. You got anybody you're thinking of that's gonna put somebody in the?
I got someone for you.
Into the hoop?
I got someone he's gonna put in a body bag.
Let me sit on your neck.
I'm gonna call you out, Luke Cornett. This man, no one knows the name. Luke Cornett. This man is a center for the Chicago Bulls. Watch a little preseason. Watch a little NBA League Pass, Zach. And Luke Cornett, this man thinks he's way better than he is. This kid is a freaking 6'11" 3-point shooter, but he's out here trying to block shots. I mean, yeah, all right. LeBron's about to poster that ass. That's what's about to happen. Kids in Chicago, get ready, because it's going to be a beautiful moment. I need to look up when that game is because Luke Cornett, you're about to get postered. Have fun.
I got one. I think he will be posterizing people, but I think he'll find himself on a poster. Zion Williams is going to find his way on the bad side of a not top 10. I think 6'7", power forward. He's gonna be in the post at some time, and someone's gonna want to take that opportunity. He's not gonna be paying attention, and I think he finds his way on a poster. I think people are gonna be gunning for it, just like the same way defensive ends love getting their hands on a cocky quarterback who's coming in the league. I think it's gonna be the same thing. I think people want to test him defensively. And I'm saying it now. He's gonna be on 1 or 2 posters this season.
Take.
Producer Sam said it best. These old heads, they're coming for his 19-year-old. They're coming for him.
Prove a point.
Exactly. They want to bang with the young fella. Let's go. Welcome to the league. # welcome to the league.
But this guy's different. This guy's different. # this league.
Yeah, this league, man. This league.
Move on.
Let's get into it, man. Who's out of shape? Who's coming in? They're a little overweight.
Who's going to be a fat boy coming in game 1?
20 pounds.
That's the real question.
I think it's Julius Randle.
Oh.
Seem a little...
Bold take.
I don't know.
Maybe.
Might be
He's
bold.
in New York. Honestly, that's a terrific prediction. The man's in New York off a big contract, 4 years for 70.
Yeah. Maybe he's been eating the donuts.
He's been going eating some
too many calzones.
Deep dish, some calzones, some Italian. He's enjoying his time. He has a kid. He's married.
Yeah, maybe.
Him and the wife are loving time there.
You know, kind of the fat boys.
Manhattan Beach, maybe?
Zion Williamson, James Harden, Julius Randle. They all
fat
kind of look
boys.
fat. They all kind of, they just kind of have the fat boy mentality.
Julius Randle might have lost a step. If he loses a step, it's because he's gained about 30 pounds. That's what's happened. Because this man's a quick human being. But if the first step's gone... We're going to be watching out for Uncle Sal's. That's what we're going to be seeing because this man's been going to some Italian restaurants. That's what's been happening.
Yeah.
The easy pick is Jokic, right? This guy smokes cigarettes on the baseline. I'm sure when on timeouts, he's getting a pack of cigarettes easily, smoking them, and then having a beer, going into the game and just balling up a bunch of freaking players. It's insane.
Nothing's tougher to watch than when last year in the playoff, Joker's just giving you buckets.
And it's the most awful basketball to watch because it's just give me the ball in the paint. I'm going to show you how to play.
Yeah, he can barely get down the court.
It's hard to watch.
He struggles to get down the court. I'm like, dude, you guys go through a lot of conditioning. I don't know how he does it, but let's get into it. We picked we did some predictions. We picked our champions. We'll go real briefly into kind of some playoff predictions. Top 8 out of the East and West. Who do you like coming out of the West first, ZB?
All right. This will be quick. We'll make it quick. We already got our predictions. We got the Los Angeles Lakers taking it home this year. But we got here's my top 8. I'm gonna go from top to bottom. Number 1, I got the Nuggets. I like the team. I think they're deep. They're one move away, but I think they'll give up some assets for a big time player. I got the Lakers 2. Think they're here to prove a point. I think LeBron's gonna have a great regular season, and Anthony Davis is gonna be lethal for them. Clippers 3. I like them a lot, but I think the load management aspect they're going to be dealing with both Paul George and Kawhi, and I think they're just content getting in the top 3 spot and going from there. I like the Rockets 4. I like Harden Westbrook. I like the combination.
Hot take. Wow.
Hot take. I like the combination. Some people have them in a 7-8 spot because they don't like this at all. But I like the combination. I think the team's good. I think they're strong. I think they have the personality. Bill Simmons said it best. Houston was missing that one guy that would just get the crowd amped last year. You didn't have that guy. What they have now is Russell Westbrook, Brody, the man himself, who's going to be jumping all over the place, screaming, getting the crowd pumped. Houston's going to be on fire. The city is going to be up there. But then you got 5, I got Utah. I think Utah's good, but they're being a little overranked. I think just because you had Mike Conley and Bojan Bogdanovic, I don't think that's enough to move the needle. I think that's good. They're better, but they're not in the top 4. No question. 6, Warriors. How can you sleep on the Warriors? They're making the playoffs. People who are predicting them not to absolutely are disrespecting Steph Curry. Just a fact. Like Michael Jordan saying he's not a Hall of Famer. Absurd. 7, Trailblazers. Think they're good, but they're a couple guys away from being a legit team. And 8, I have Luka Doncic, Kristaps Porzingis, and the Dallas Mavericks sliding into the playoffs. I'm sorry for your Spurs. I think Luka Doncic is the next level generational type of talent. I like that team a lot. I think they sneak into the 8th spot.
Wow. Maybe a couple years early on that Dallas team, but
maybe.
Man, they're
bold prediction. I know.
They're going to be super exciting. Another one of your bold predictions. I don't necessarily know how it's going to work with Houston. I mean, did they got better from that?
I think they got better. I like the team. I think Westbrook and Harden have played before. They understand each other's personalities. I think you look at it. Houston puts up about 80 shots a game, right? 80 shots a game. It's insane. Westbrook and Harden are going to get their shots. Yeah. It's the type of offense they play. I think that they're going to stagger the minutes where it's Westbrook and Harden. They'll play on the court together, but I think they're going to stagger them where they have one on the court at the same time so that they got them both ball dominant and can run the offense. But I think they're good. I think they're the same team. I think Westbrook's a significant upgrade over Chris Paul.
Yeah. No, I like that. I think the West is going to be, a little bit. There's parity, but it's a little bit top heavy. Teams out of LA, you've got the Nugs. Yeah. They're really, really solid, and I think LeBron and them, they come out of the West. But let's move into the East. Who do you have coming out of the East?
All right, let's do it. The East. Two-league team is all you can say. Yeah. After the top 2 seeds, Zach, it is it's a crapshoot. We have no idea who's going to be there, but my best guess, we got Bucks 1, Sixers 2. That could flip-flop, but I like Giannis. I think he is just ultra-talented basketball player. A guy we'll never see again. 3, I got the Celtics. I think they're deep. I think they've got top-end talent. I think they got some vets as well on that team and some playoff experience that Jason Tatum kind of bounces back from a rough second year.
Yeah.
I think that team's good. I like the Miami Heat at 4. I like
some
this,
good players.
I like
dude.
this kid Tyler Hero, Zach.
Dude.
What do you think about this kid Tyler Hero?
Gosh, dude, watching this guy in the
BBN.
Dude, this guy is an absolute.
He's a bucket.
Dude, he's
He
a
is a
walking
bucket.
bucket.
Like
He's
he
a
said.
walking bucket. This guy, you can tell, he's just the old classic crafty white dude. He's gonna find the bottom of the net. He's got a really, really, really pretty release. He can get to his spot. He single-handedly in the preseason, he diced up my Spurs a couple times.
That's some swagger, too.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of swag to him. I think you see a guy like Tyler Hero, you watch him in college, the game's too convoluted. Everyone's running around knocking into each other, shoulders, and all this stuff. There's not enough athletes. This man finds himself in the league. It is all space, big fella.
Space the floor, give Hero the ball.
Dude, he's really good. I'm excited. I'm excited to watch him in the Heat. Jimmy Butler, you got Bam from Bam Adebayo.
BBN.
Yeah, drop his last name. Your name.
Adebayo.
Yeah, thanks.
Easily. I got you. Last name guy.
Yeah, yeah, you are. Can you give us a Tua Tagovailoa?
Tua Tagovailoa.
Love it. Yeah, let's move on. Did you finish your prediction? Where are you at?
I'm at 4. So I got Heat 4. 5.
Wrap up
5. I got the Raptors. I got the defending champs. I got to give them the respect. They obviously lose Kawhi, but I think they're a good team. They lock up Siakam just the other day, and I think that team's strong. Siakam steps up to another level. They got Van Vliet, Gasol, Ibaka, Lowry. I like that team a lot. Anunoby's back from injury. I think they're good. They might they'll finish middle of the pack. 6, I got the Pacers. I think that they added some good pieces. They got my guy T.J. Warren. They got Jeremy Lamb in free agency from the Hornets. They also got Malcolm Brogdon from the Bucks. They also got my guy T.J. McConnell, a nice little third point guard on a playoff team. So I like this Pacers team. I think they're strong. Once Oladipo comes back from injury, they're pesky, man. That team is fun to watch.
Yeah, agreed.
And then finishing it out, I got the Nets at 7. The reason is the Kyrie factor. I don't love Kyrie. I never will. I think he ruins programs. Tell me about him.
Yeah, you've got to love the guy plays with the ball and a yo-yo string. You got to love the talent. You got to really love the product that you see on the floor, but off the floor, who is this guy? What's he rooted in? You know, what does he really want to win? You saw in Boston, the guy flip-flopped. He's here, he's there, he's here, he's there. He wants to be there. He's a locker room guy. He's not a locker room guy. Supposedly it might be the Cupcake Squad. It's him and KD. Supposedly they wanted to be there. They're happy. They're going to finish their careers there. I don't buy it.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I don't love Brooklyn. I don't love the team.
No, Kyrie, great talent, but jury's still out. Are they going to get there? I doubt it. I don't think. Well, I guess KD's the best player on that team, but I guess.
But KD's out. He's out all year.
KD's out, so.
So Brooklyn's Kyrie and a bunch of role players, and then finishing out at the East, I got Orlando. I think they get back-to-back appearances in that East seed. I like this Orlando team a little bit. I like Steve Clifford as the coach. I like what he's done with this team. I like the kid Fournier. I like DJ Augustine,
Jonathan
the UT
Isaac.
hookem. I like Isaac. I like Mo Bamba. I think that he improves a little bit. He stretches the floor. He blocks shots. He puts down 15, 20 pounds of strength, and will be good. I also like the addition of Markelle Fultz, a sneaky addition. But they got Markelle Fultz at the trade deadline last year for a bag of peanuts. And if this kid puts it together, if he gets the confidence back, if he gets whatever's going on, the yips back, this kid could be talented. He's the first pick in the draft for a reason, Zach.
Gosh, don't sleep on Markelle Fultz. You got to figure out the hits. You got to figure out the shoulder. You got to figure out the elbow. You got to figure out the wrist. Whatever it may be, this guy single-handedly forgot how to shoot a basketball, and he was the number 1 pick in the NBA draft.
I've never seen a crazier story.
Yeah,
Zach, I'm going to throw a curveball at you.
All right.
Kevin Durant plays. How does that affect the rankings? Where are the Nets?
If Brooklyn, if hypothetically Kevin Durant's fully healthy going into this season,
Miraculously healed today.
Yeah, that Brooklyn, and he's fully healthy, that Brooklyn team is 1A, 1B with Milwaukee. They might be better, honestly. Kevin Durant's the best player. Is probably the best or the second or third best player. He's a top 3 player in the league. I put him in the same category as LeBron James and Kawhi Leonard. If he's healthy, I think that Kevin Durant that Brooklyn team is right there with Milwaukee, man. That team is talented. Kyrie will play second fiddle like he did with LeBron. He learned from his mistakes. But what scares me is this team doesn't have Kevin Durant. They have Kyrie, and he goes back to his Boston days last year. Doesn't learn his lesson.
Hero ball.
And he does what he did last year.
Right.
That's scary.
Well, it's the Look Who's Talking pod. We're fans of the game. We're fans of B-ball. If you want to stick along for an 82-game ride, stay right here with us week to week. We're talking
a lot coming for you. A lot of action, man.
We're talking a lot of B-ball. We're talking fast-paced.
Share your NBA League Pass username and password with me, please.
Let's do it. We're running the fast break on Tuesday nights. Let's get it on, baby. Anyways, looking forward to the weekend. Let's get into it. Switching back to throwing the pigskin around. Let's stay in the NFL. It's Green Bay. It's Kansas City. Green Bay, -4.5. They're the favorites in this one. You're playing the backup QB. Who do you like? Who do you don't like?
Green Bay, 4.5 all the way. That's a lock for me. I'm taking it. I like Rodgers coming off a big game. I think Kansas City defense not where it needs to be. Matt Moore had a good showing against Denver, but Green Bay looks good. They look strong. I think that they're going to roll.
Tough playing the backup QB. You lose a guy once-in-a-lifetime talent, Patrick Mahomes. You got to take on the other once-in-a-lifetime talent, Aaron Rodgers. You're not going to do it with a backup QB. I just contradicted myself. Twice-in-a-lifetime talent. Whatever it may be. Anyways, let's move on. Carolina, San Francisco. San Francisco undefeated. The best-looking man in football, Jimmy Garoppolo. Let's see here. Vegas has them. San Francisco, -5.5.
Not sure what to think about San Fran. Not sure what to think about them.
Panthers are a good football team.
Yeah, Panthers are a good football team. You win 9-0 at Washington last week. That was a little interesting. Garoppolo throws for like $150 and a pick. And
terrible weather though.
Yeah, I get the terrible weather. Trust me.
They're playing in a water park.
I get it. But you're playing the Washington Redskins. Come on. What? No. Yeah. I just feel like in that type of weather, regardless of who you're playing, you should be putting up a little bit better of a fight. You should be winning that game by at least 2 touchdowns. I do like the Niners. I think their defense is strong, but I'm going with Carolina.
Yeah, the kid Kyle
Allen.
Woo! That guy makes you want to play football.
I love this kid, Kyle Allen, man.
Yeah.
The kid is a fighter. The kid wasn't even on this team last year. He's a practice squad guy, and now look at him. 5-0 in the league.
Dude.
Could potentially go 6-0 now. I think Christian McCaffrey, he has a big game.
Yeah.
I think San Francisco struggles a little bit, gets humbled, and then bounces back against Arizona next week.
Yeah, I think I'm going to stay with you here. I think the undefeated streak ends. I think the Panthers might grab him. Kyle Allen, man, this guy's really proven himself. You got C-Mac attack in the backfield. Really good Panthers team. Let's move into the next game here. We've got the Cleveland Poop Bowl Browns and the New England Patriots. What do you think? Who you got here? It looks like the Patriots are the favorite by 12.5.
Opposites is what you think when you think of Cleveland Browns and New England Patriots.
Yeah.
Bill Belichick just loves playing the Browns. Came from Cleveland, and I mean, just why not? It's just like, yeah, all right. Do you see what I've done? And look at what you missed out on. Belichick, man, I saw him kind of crack a smile last week, and it was like a frown still. And it looked like he was smiling. So Belichick is out here enjoying his life, just destroying teams. He took over the defense after Flores and Patricia left, and the defense is incredible. But yeah, I mean, Patriots roll big. Browns explode because this be when OBJ gets traded immediately after this game, and Garrett Gilbert becomes the starting quarterback of the Cleveland Browns.
Yikes!
Producer Sam goes from being a potential head coach candidate of the Dallas Cowboys to the next quarterback of the Cleveland Browns. Let's make it happen.
As long as he's got a heartbeat, that's basically the standards out there.
Yikes for the Browns. That's all I have to say. You saw it here with Sam Darnold having to play this defense, man. Oh my God. This defense is something else.
Darnold's seeing ghosts.
Yeah,
legitimately.
If you guys saw that, this man was mic'd up, and man, could they have not have caught him at a worse time playing a tougher team. My goodness, this could be the same thing for Baker Mayfield. He's going to throw about 5 or 6 picks. It's going to be terrible. This
might be 20 picks on the year for him. I'm not even lying.
Oh yikes!
It's close.
This Patriots team is going to roll big time. Lock of the week: Patriots -12.5. Let's move into a different landscape for some of the friends at home. The college football landscape. Whiskey, Ohio State. Who you got in this one?
Big week for the Buckeyes. I've told you, Zach. I think that the Buckeyes are the best, most complete team in college football. No one's talking about the Buckeyes as a legit contender. They keep talking LSU, the hot team, Bama, Clemson. I like the Buckeyes. I think the Buckeyes win the championship this year. I just said it. Quote me. I like the Buckeyes. I'm hot on the trail. I think they got a ton of talent. You got Fields at quarterback. You got Dobbins in the backfield. You got your threats on the outside. But what's fun about this team is the defense. Chase Young, the defensive end, the kid's coming after any quarterback that's going against the Buckeyes. And they also got a cornerback that's ranked as the number 5 overall player in the draft next year. They've got defense at all levels, Zach. This team is as complete as it gets. I like the Buckeyes in a close game. I think it's a 10-point game where they take it against Wisconsin, but it's going to be a fun test for them.
Yeah. So they've got Vegas. Our friends over at Vegas have Ohio State minus 14.5. You like them that much?
No, I'm taking Ohio State by 10. So Wisconsin plus
with
14.5.
With the points. Yeah, I think you found out whiskey for all those whiskey fans out there. They laid an egg. One of the biggest upsets in history last week. Yikes.
Come on.
Yeah, who is it? Lovey Smith.
Is Darren Williams out there kicking field goals, or what's going on?
Put your hand in the dirt, Lovey. Lovey. They're going to sign you to a lifetime contract in Illinois. But whiskey. They're not going to keep up. Like you alluded to, a lot of skilled players. The kid playing quarterback, he's going to be too much for him. Next game here, Penn State, Michigan State. Going to be kind of a defensive battle.
Yeah, I like this. I saw something come out on CBS today that had Penn State in the top 4, so they have them in the playoffs. Bold take. Penn State hasn't played a ton of teams. They beat Pittsburgh out of conference in a rivalry game. Obviously, they come off a win against Michigan, but I don't like Michigan. I don't think they're that good. So people are calling it a big win, but they won by 7 points in the highlight game of a home game. So I don't know if I'm as high as Penn State as other teams, as other people are, but it's definitely a big test at Michigan State. Michigan State's 4-3. They've had a rough start to the season, but I think Sparty gets up for this one. I like Sparty in this game.
Wow, bold take there. I like Penn State. I might even take him with the points. I love the team. I'm not sure. I like James Franklin a lot. I think he's a really intense guy.
Yeah.
I think he gets the guys ready every week. I like him here. minus 6.5. I'll take him. Moving into our last game, final game. Life is hard in the SEC. I'll say it again. Life is hard in the SEC.
Life is hard in the SEC, Zach. That is true. We've got LSU. We've got Auburn. What a game. But how about this schedule for LSU, man? Oh, my goodness. UT. You got UT in the non-conference. You got Florida coming to your house, and then you have to go to Auburn. Oh, my goodness. Auburn's gone through this, but tell me, who do you think takes this big key battle in the SEC? What's the spread? What are we looking at?
You've got Vegas giving giving Auburn 11.5 points.
Oh.
Which is kind of...
Wow.
It's a lot of points.
I was expecting like 6.5.
Yeah, I know. It's a lot of points, but, you look at it, for all you stats guys out there, Bo Nix, 11 TDs, 5 INTs on the season, and then you look across the aisle, Joe Burrow, 29 tuds.
Heisman favorite now.
Gosh, 29 tuds-a-roo. He looks like an NFL quarterback.
Tune into episode 3. Yeah. I'm sorry, Joe Burrow.
we said it here first.
Goodness
I'm sorry,
gracious.
Joe Burrow. I don't know. I think that's a lot of points. I think Auburn keeps it close. It's a really tough defense. I don't think LSU... I don't know. I feel like this is maybe a little bit of a dud LSU game. Maybe they get caught up in this game a little bit. I think they squeak it out, 7 points or a field goal. I feel like it's going to be tight for some reason.
It's a home game it is a home game in Death Valley. So that I did think this game would be at Auburn, but it's a home game in Death Valley. I think LSU wins this game. I think they actually do beat the spread. Win by 2 touchdowns.
Wow.
Maybe get a late touchdown to make it 14. But I think LSU's rolling right now. And I think Burrow's the kind of guy, and Ed O's the kind of guy that keeps his team level-headed through the success.
Couldn't be. I love it. Love the parody. Love the SEC. Love college football. It's episode 4. Look who's talking. Man, we recorded this one a little late. I'm looking for the bed. I'm looking for the sheets, man. Thanks for thanks for being here. Thanks to all the listeners.
Constantly grinding. We're here to help. But look forward to the weekend. Looking forward to some Thursday night football. Terrible game, Vikings Redskins. We got some good football, basketball ahead. But folks, just remember, find the juice wherever you can.
Let's go. Thanks for joining us.
Listen in on Wednesday mornings. Follow us on Instagram. Look who's talking.